Thanks for joining us at noon. I'm Evan Donovan. You'll see Madison Carter later this evening. The severe storms are behind us, but we are just beginning to get a look at the damage left behind. Right now, the National Weather Service is out surveying this damage in Claremont, and you can see how bad it is. One man was killed there, several others injured. We heard from multiple law enforcement agents, one of them telling us it was a classic tornado path with some homes left perfectly intact, others, as you can see, destroyed. Our live team coverage of the storm continues today. First with Dave Faraday, who is there in Claremont. He's with the National Weather Service as they determine whether a tornado hit that area.
Well, if you look behind me, you can see sheriff deputies directing traffic, trying to get resources into some of the hardest hit areas here in Catawba County. Follow me over here. You can see some of the power crews and tree companies arriving here, trying to help those folks down east of Claremont. Earlier, we got a chance to talk with one man who got video of the storm as it hit. The powerful storm hit around lunchtime yesterday, destroying several homes off of Cindy Lane in Catawba County. Channel 9 has confirmed one person died. Several others were hospitalized. Neighbors told us this morning they saw what they believe was a funnel cloud and tornado touching down, lifting some of the mobile homes off the ground. We were with the National Weather Service this morning as they retraced the path of the storm, trying to determine if it was a tornado that did all this damage. We spoke with friends of the man who died here. They say he was trying to protect his pregnant girlfriend when that storm hit.
He opened the door and he seen it, and he ran and jumped on top of his girlfriend Amy and shielded her with his life. And the other guy got thrown onto the yard, and he put his life on the line for her.
And the National Weather Service says they plan on holding a press conference once they complete their assessment down in that neighborhood. We'll, of course, bring you any updates when we get them. Reporting from Catawba County, I'm Dave Faraday, Channel 9 Eyewitness News.
As Dave mentioned, we just got that video from a homeowner in Claremont. You can see it again on the right-hand side of your screen. This is from a doorbell camera, and you can check out when those winds really picked up. Meteorologist Keith Monday joins us now to explain how quickly this all happened. Keith?
Quickly, and unfortunately no warning with this storm yesterday, and we'll explain why that was likely the case here in just a moment. This is the radar view that we were watching yesterday at this time on the Eyewitness News at noon yesterday, and I was talking about the wind speeds ahead of that line, especially in Catawba County, that were approaching 90+ miles per hour. Now, the radar beam's shooting that several thousand feet up in the sky. Not all of that wind comes down to the ground with those thunderstorms, but you get a little burst that comes down, some rotation, then you get that damage like we saw yesterday. Let me zoom this in a little further into the city of Claremont. Circle this map right here. See where that green is amongst all this red? That's the rotation. Red is flowing away from the radar. Green is towards. So you get the spin right there. Note the time, right around 2:29 is when this struck. And then 2 minutes later, it's gone, and the rotation had already weakened. One of the main considerations of why likely this wasn't warned on is just that it was so fast. This may not have been on the ground for more than just a minute in that one spot, and damage was not reported really anywhere else other than right in that street that we saw from Dave's report just there. So an unusual situation, especially for this time of the year. This storm was well north of where all the instability was yesterday. There may have been maybe some more local environmental reasons, terrain-wise, that caused this to spin up, but unusual situation. It was very short-lived, but Evan, it packed a very big punch while it was on the ground. Coming up in a few minutes, we'll talk about another threat for severe weather that could be coming back our way again on Friday.
Keith, that's a great breakdown and shows exactly why we have to take these storms so seriously. Thank you. And an Iron Station in Lincoln County, an entire neighborhood is stranded this afternoon because the only road in washed out. Now, emergency crews are building a footbridge while that road is repaired. Channel 9's Ken Lemon joins us on the other side of that neighborhood. Ken?
Yeah, and they are working feverishly here on Amity Lane. This is a private road. I want to take you just down a little bit. We can't get a lot farther because you have a lot of heavy equipment working, but right down there, just downhill, you can see them working to put together that footbridge right there. Chopper 9 Skyzoom flew over just a few minutes ago early this morning, and they got better images, and you can see where that road washed out. 26 people, 26 homes on the other side, folks unable to cross here. Some of them able to share some images of what happened yesterday right after 4 o'clock when the culvert there just washed out because of heavy rain that came through the area. I spoke to one man who happened to be at work when all of this happened, and he didn't find out about this until later. I spoke with him, and he talked about getting in contact with his wife.
I talked to her just a while ago.
What did she say about all this?
She wants me to hurry up and get home. Yeah. But I told her we're working on it. So spent last night at a motel, and I could have slept in the car and slept better.
Yeah, and there are folks on the other side who are concerned, unable to move since this happened here. Again, they're working on putting together a walking bridge so that people can at least get from one side of this road to the other side. I had a chance to talk to some folks on the other side. What they have to say, their concerns, and the fact that this is the second time that this has happened to folks in this neighborhood, kind of a deja vu. Part of a story that we'll have for you tonight starting at 5. For now, I'm live in Lincoln County. Ken Lemon, Channel 9 Eyewitness News.
Good look there at the lasting impacts of this storm. Ken, thank you for that, and we'll look forward to your report this evening. Continuing our storm coverage this afternoon, let's take a look at these photos. They were shared with us by Melanie Fox. You can see a mudslide at the Lake Hickory Bridge in Catawba County through a rainy windshield. Look at that. The storm brought heavy rain and flooding to some areas. That mudslide blocked part of the road there, as you can see. And take a look at these pictures. This is Highway 200 in Concord. So much water eroded the ground under that road. State DOT crews had to tear out the road itself. You can see it looks almost like a little tunnel under there. The Georgeville Volunteer Fire Department posted online that the road is currently blocked between Highway 601 and Mount Pleasant Road South. No word yet on when it could be repaired. All right, folks, now's the time. Take out your phone, download our Channel 9 news and weather apps. We talked about this yesterday. You'll get any storm watches and warnings as they happen, detailed breakdowns, hour-by-hour forecasts. And I know what you're thinking. Your phone already has that. This is better. It's more detailed, more information. Those apps are free, and you can download them on Android and Apple devices.